Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to talk to you about my thoughts on some of the stuff that we saw at San Diego Comic-Con 2022. And some really interesting stuff. And once again, Kevin Feige has freaking lied. Oh, will this man stop lying? Now, he's one of those type of people that I keep at arm's distance when he says stuff. Because the man said a long time ago the MCU was planned out since day one, and we knew that was never true. But he also said a long time ago, Avengers Endgame was the final Avengers movie. Now, all of a sudden, all this stuff is being titled Avengers this and Avengers that. And it's like, dude, make up your mind. So, now we have stuff they changed the title of Secret Wars, and now it's Avengers Secret Wars. And Kang the Conqueror is now Avengers Kang Dynasty and everything. And it's just like, man, I thought there was going to be no more Avengers, because the man literally said no more Avengers and stuff. But yeah, now we're getting this stuff. So Secret Wars, that's going to sound very interesting. Okay, so Marvel's Secret Wars. There have been a couple of different issues over time about that, but it originated in the 80s. The original Secret Wars deals with that of the Beyonder. And what he does is that he is fascinated by heroes and villains and wants to know who will win in an epic battle. So he teleports tons of heroes, and he teleports them to an alien planet stocked with weapons, vehicles, food, stuff like that, and machinery. And so this is when we get the introduction of the Black Spider-Man suit. He ruins his red and blue suit. The Hulk is all like, oh, there's a machine that can make anything. He uses it to repair his suit. But then the Venom symbiote is inside and it latches onto the suit, creating the black suit. And so this was actually adapted in the Spider-Man animated 90s series and stuff, which was a really good run. Now, I doubt they're going to do that story. They haven't even introduced the Beyonder yet, but I doubt they're going to do that story. Now, there is one, I think, in 2015, I believe. I'm not quite sure the year. However, with that, it deals with the multiverse, and it deals with that of the regular 616 universe and then that of the Ultimate Universe. Pretty much, just duking it out and everything. That one seems to be the most likely scenario because the multiverse has been a big thing starting with phase 4. So how do I feel about that? I don't know exactly, because it's gonna take a long time to film if these other versions of these heroes look identical to them. It's gonna take a lot of CGI, and we know how the VFX team is worked to the brink of near death and everything when it comes to Disney Marvel. Also, with that, it's gonna suck doing a storyline like this without your main people and love, because Tony's Iron Man, what's his name? Steve's Captain America, Natasha, Black Widow, all of them are now gone. And the Hulk, who knows what the world he's going to be doing now and stuff, because he's still owned by Universal. And it's kind of I get it. They're the new versions of characters in the comics, and they're bringing them into the MCU. That's fine and everything. But sometimes you just want your original people back doing what they do, because why in the world would you want to see a different Iron Man or a different Black Widow or Cap or whatever taking on these legendary comic book roles, Now, the whole Kang Dynasty thing, I don't know what that's going to be about. Kang's whole thing is about time travel and conquering the universe and stuff. And, so who really knows? I think there's supposed to be different versions of him in this. I hope to God they're not all comedic. I still haven't seen Loki yet, but I've seen clips of that Kang, and I'm not here for no dude wearing a tunic. I'm not here for no dude being comedic. I'm sick of the baby humor and everything, and we need to get more serious. And it's seriously, dude. but I really don't know what the world this will be about. I know they're doing scroll invasion and everything, which is gonna confuse me because the scroll has been presented as like good guys so far and stuff. Now there's the one that's very much confusing that has a bunch of people on Twitter arguing and debating. Spider-Man freshman year. Is this canon? Well, Kevin Feige and all them has said a long time ago, this is a prequel series to when Tom Holland's Spider-Man had just become Spider-Man and before the events of Civil War. Okay, that makes sense. We've seen the animation. It looks all right. Like the actually, it don't. It looks like Marvel Spider-Man. Like the one that was on like what was that on? Was it on Disney XD or something like that? The flat animation, it looks crappy like that. So I'm not really a fan of animation, but the Tom Holland look and everything looks all right. It kind of looks like him. It kind of looks like Peter Parker. The one with glasses, he looks like he's 10. And he looks like he's drawn back in the 1930s. I ain't feeling that. And so like, but this is when things start to get confusing. We get to see his group of friends. And his group of friends, we've never met them in the MCU. It's a bunch of new people and stuff. And so I don't get that. Now we have Harry Osborn. He got race bent in this. That's cool and everything. They need to start introducing more like, diversity in the MCU and Marvel and just TV in general and everything. However, this is what makes no sense. As far as we know, there is no Harry Osborn in the MCU. There is no Osborn because in Spider-Man No Way Home, he didn't know who Osborn was. I think there's an Osborn company I think we saw at one point, but that's about it. And this scene right here looks too similar to that of like what happened in Civil War. So it's kind of like, huh? Like where are they going? And then this is the part where it starts to not be canon no more. The villains. What the world, man? Like he didn't even start fighting supervillains before he met like Tony Stark and everything in Civil War. So where are all these supervillains coming from? Not to mention their designs. Some of them are pretty lame. They're just wearing regular clothes and everything. And that's kind of pathetic. And you have Dr. Octopus. Tom Holland Spider-Man didn't even know who that dude was. And then you have the Scorpion, who still has not even became the Scorpion yet in the MCU. So what the world is going on? So now, once again, Kevin Feige has lied. This is not canon. And stuff. It's like, come on, man. Stop your lying already. Like, who are you, Kevin Smith? Now, the runaway Sister Grimm, Nico herself, will be in Spider-Man freshman year. And, it makes me wonder, and it makes kind of sense. When it came to Marvel Runaways, people were divided. Some people like it. I love it. Some people didn't, and it's like, but the one main character who everybody loved was Nico. And she's so popular. She's been placed in one of the new Marvel video games that's coming out in 2022, voiced by the same actress and everything. So for this cartoon, I have no idea who she's going to be voiced by. And Daredevil himself is going to appear not only in this, but also in the Echo series. And right off from the bat, I hate his new costume. It looks disgusting. It looks terrible. And I've never been a fan of Daredevil's black suit that's reminiscent to that of the Daredevil suit. Now, when he wore that black ninja suit, that was fine. This is not that black ninja suit. This is just something terrible. And stuff. And yeah, he is voiced by Charlie Cox. Now, the Spider-Man proto suit that we get to see in it, I ain't feeling this. I ain't feeling this Spider-Man proto suit. I ain't feeling it. I ain't feeling it. I am not feeling it. Now, the one I'm most excited for, but also terrified of, is the X-Men 97, which is based off of, well, at least they said it is, the 90s X-Men cartoon. But knowing Kevin Feige, he might have lied again and stuff. But, you know, the designs, I'm cool with the designs. For the most part, they're just tweaked a little bit here and there. The only designs I'm not really feeling is Storm's mohawk. Like, come on, man, it's the 90s, not the 80s or 70s, you know? And why the world she's gonna have her trademark hairstyle of the mohawk? I don't like that. Also, Jean's outfit. Technically, her outfit was like beige and blue in the 90s series, but it was blue and yellow for like the Spider-Man cartoon, and that's the one they went with. And it just kind of, that yellow and that blue just ain't really popping all that great, you know? Now, I am glad they they recast the voice of what's her name, Jubilee, because the actress who played her was white and Jubilee is Asian. But the actress who voiced Jubilee in the 90s series will be back, but as a different character. So they recast her with an Asian role, which they should, because, you know, people are getting tired of like white people playing like people of color roles and stuff. And so like Magneto is said to be the leader of the X-Men, which makes sense, you know, because season 5 of the X-Men, Professor Xavier was dying, he went to the Shi'ar, and then Magneto took over. So I am kind of curious to see how Magneto would do this, because he did start off as a villain, but later became an anti-hero, and just a man who just want to be left alone. Then you get the Marvel zombie thing, and you know, I was feeling this until I found out it was animation. And I'm not feeling animation. I don't want to see cartoon zombies and everything. I want to see real life zombies and everything. I mean, yeah, we're kind of like getting zombie fatigue, but I don't care. If as long as you can make a good one, make a good one. And so it's just like, whatever. Animation. I am Groot. I saw the trailer for it. It looks great. Now, see, I'm not opposed to humor. I'm just sick and tired of Disney baby humor. And the humor in this is fine, because, you know, it's Groot. The only part I didn't like was when he pooped out a leaf. And then the little alien started, like, eating at the leaf and everything. And I'm just like, that's that Disney baby humor crap. And, you know, couldn't he, like, just made it come out a different way? So it's like, you don't always need that stupid hee ha ha type stuff, you know? We have Captain America 4, New World Order. I have no idea what that's about. Now, already on the stinking internet, people's all like, we don't want Sam Wilson as our Captain America. The only reason why they're saying that because he's black. That is literally the only reason why. And it's like, you know what Falcon and the Winter Soldier was about. You knew he was becoming Cap. So why are y'all complaining now? And that's what y'all doing. Y'all complaining now instead of complaining a long time ago and stuff. And, you know, it's like, get over it. Like, yeah, I get it. I want Steve Rogers back too, but he's not here. It's just like that whole, what is it, Secret Wars thing. I don't want the new people. I want the old people. But you know what? I'll get over myself. And that's what y'all should do too. Get over yourself. There's What If Season 2. I still haven't even seen What If Season 1. What's really the point? I mean, it had nothing to do with the multiverse when we saw them in live action. Evil Doctor Strange was not the same Evil Doctor Strange from that. Captain Carter wasn't the same one from that. And the multiverse didn't really bust open the way people thought it was in the multiverse of madness. And so who cares? You know, who cares if this is a different version of like something else? Like, just, I don't know, man. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.